paper glisten.
7 and 1. Down. Put it down. What are you doing? No. What? Oh. Third down. It's still at 4.
No, it was higher than that. Then you're not gonna
Then you never even watched that, right? It was on your iPad. Let's get it. Download one person on the stream, bro. Oh, it's so hard setting up your Vegas for a stream. And I literally had to Google how to make a server for someone to at least one person join. Subscribe now. I just want one person to join, dude. It's so hard to find and set up perfect place to put my phone. Points are at 158 this lap. For I start. I'll get a 158 this lap. I've seen some guys run in pokes. I'll see if I can get it. For the most part, I've not really ever gotten within inside 2 minutes. And oh, come on. Still 0 people. So if there's some people in here, honestly. Even if they do it for just watch. I always want to stream. Jeez, first it's already okay, I always want to stream, but pretty sure you have to have some subscribers to get around, so working hard and I finally got it, and I was afraid that some people would watch my stream and just would make fun of me a lot, so right now I'm going to go live every night until I reach my goal of 1 viewer on the stream. So I really wish that just one person would watch it. Be honest. Because as of right now I can't see the chat or anything, so I usually just check for usually just check to see how many people are on the stream I did that. Can't see it because I have to recharge my phone. I'm gonna ask for a new setup for Christmas so I can stream. I was supposed to be. I tried to run on 158. Because I really want to set one like that, because I've never done anything inside the 158 zone. So for this week, this week I'm running Big Summer Mix, because usually this is just a track that most people have, it's not popular, and for the ladies, is running this track, so if anybody does win, they don't have to pay for the track that's off the MSP mods. Like a paid version of it, because it's kind of a pain in the butt, because I just tried to do it today and it didn't do it on my weekend, so yeah. I also want to make some friends on this game because there's not a lot of people I've ever met on here. Oh frick, it's kind of funny, but yeah, I do want to make some friends on this game to play with, because let's get because I did recently just break my arm in a motocross race, so I haven't had a lot to do except just stay and wait for it to heal, and as of right now I've been playing tennis bikes, so I officially have had the most points on it so far, so but really I have had a few vacations, and I have one more this vacation. I was in New Jersey. Go see my Gigi and my Nana. I'm excited for that because my arm is supposed to be healed by then because I broke it during the summer. Running second, battling the first, and yeah, it just high slided. Sadly. But after this lap, I'm going to check if anybody's in here. Because I really want to see everybody has joined since then. So I have been talking a little bit more. I do want to see some of guys because I'm trying to make some friends, as I said. And also, this track, on top of this track, it's kind of silly. And the reason I'm doing it, some people don't like it because, like, this track is owned by a lot of people in this game because it's actually fairly popular in like track wise. So basically we're trying to get some people in and play with me in this game. And I've actually never gotten a win in this game before, like at all. I'm trying to get my first win, and maybe I can get it in a stream. Should be pretty cool because I don't always have that in one video. So yeah. I really want to see if there is anybody in the stream at least, because if there is, I'll be actually really hyped because that means I'll beat my goal one day in the stream. And yes, there is a code for this. It's called MX. Server name is MX187. As a 147, that's beat my goal entirely. Still no one. Finally stream so I can see chat again. Cannot see chat at all. So this way I can see someone joins the stream. It's not the best view at all. But right now, to stream, I have my phone in a clay pot that my brother made in like kindergarten, so. So basically, I get some viewers to watch my stream. So I've actually always wanted someone to watch my stream. And basically, I'm going to be recording up to an hour, and we're at almost 40 minutes. We got like 21 minutes left, and if no one ends up joining, I'm gonna end it right there, and then we're gonna start streaming tomorrow. But I was hoping to do like at least one race tonight with just someone, which would be pretty cool. But that is also a goal that I want to set, like by doing one race with someone, because it'd be really cool. And honestly, I hope that people just sees this and knows that I do stream almost every night now, so that I'll actually be able to like become at least a little bit popular. I've been trying to reach 200 subs by the end of the summer, which would be really cool. If I did through this, basically, but I have been doing pretty good. I did have 83 subs, and then now I have 182, I think. So we only need like almost, I think like 18 more subscribers until I can reach 200. And after that, I'll actually be able to start to post some cooler stuff, because then I'll have a bigger fan base. So I'll be able to post like POVs and MX bikes and stuff. So I've just been trying to do trends so far, and to just get my channel off the ground.
does sound kind of cringy, but like, to be honest, I've been wanting to do like POVs wherever like the popular people do. So like, but like I feel like some people, like a lot of people won't watch it because I have such a small fan base right now. So I'm gonna keep trying to get more and more subscribers, so then I can start posting more videos that are like popular, that people will actually watch. Because as of right now, some people don't want to watch my videos because they're like kind of small. And there's only videos that I post, like the dirt bike crash videos. A lot of people like I did on my James Stewart video of him crashing. Malcolm. That did get over 100,000 views, like 111,000 views, I think, something like that. It almost got 112,000 views, but yeah. Another thing I did want to talk about is Loretta's. I am going to be there this year, just watching, because I did break my arm, so I'm not going to Loretta's. I will just be there, so maybe if a few of you guys are there, you could tell me and I can meet you guys. Another thing is, Loretta's, there was someone who was gonna go to Loretta's that I do want to talk about, but sadly passed away on June 29th, and it was Aiden Zing. Many of you guys probably would know of him, because how big he was. He won Loretta's on Super Mini, and just got factory ride to Pro Circuit, Kawasaki, and I am wearing the chain that says Aiden Zing with the number 39 on it right now, and I am wearing his gear just to show some respect for him. I was pretty sad whenever I heard that he died, because I really kind of wanted to meet him, because I haven't met a lot of people. I've only talked to Hayden Deegan, because it's the only pro rider I've ever talked to before. And I think he could have gotten so good because how young of an age he got a factory ride at, and how good he was at that age. And he died at the same race on the way to the hospital. Like, he died on the way to the hospital because he had a collapsed lung and stuff. Ruptured spleen, I'm pretty sure. And I think he could have, like, if he didn't die that day, I think he could have gone on to be really good, because I did really want to see how good he could get as he gets older, like racing in the pros and stuff, because I did really think he could race pro. I didn't think he would stay in the amateur ranks. I think he was going to go pro, like, as soon as he turned, like, he might have even gone pro, like, next year in 2026. I do think that, he was a great kid. I've never met him before, but most of the people say that he was a very charming kid who wanted to just lighten everyone's day. He was super nice. But, yeah, it's really sad to talk about, but it's just hard things you have to go through in the sport of motocross. But if we get that out of the way, we can also talk about Hayden Deegan moving up to 450s next year in 2026. Hayden Deegan is just, I feel like it's kind of just so easy for him in 250 class right now. Like, he's better than everybody. He's on rails. He's basically unstoppable right now. Once he moves up to 450s, it's going to be an interesting thing to talk about whenever he's battling with Chet. So, I think my opinion, like my predictions, is for Deegan, whenever he moves up, is that he will actually not do good like the first couple years, like how he was in motocross and 250 and stuff. he'll actually start to push in whenever it comes to motocross. Because he, as you can see, the first like year or so, he wasn't as fast as we have seen him today. And as like the years went on, he obviously got better, started to realize how some of the riders rode because of how much he's seen them ride. And then once he made that one win in 250s, like his first 250 career win, he was just gonna go. And that's how he won the championship and got the purple number plate. And then whenever motocross came around, he just started going on a whole new level again. Won that, and now, as you can see today, he is still on rails. And Southwick was super duper sick. I mean, he was on rails there. Like, that's wherever I like to watch the pro riders at because of how much like they have to go in the sand. But yeah, he was super fast there. I do think if it wasn't for bike issues and the track, he could have beat Chance Hymas at, I don't remember where it was actually, but I do think he could have beat Chance Hymas on whatever track that was because of how, I think it was the altitude and bike issues. It was just, I think he just didn't like the track conditions, and I think the track was really rough, and his bike was just acting crazy. So yeah, and Deegan versus Jett. Let's get on that topic. Basically, once I think Deegan gets on that level of, okay, I know where everyone is in 450 class, like, say, because you know Tomac's retiring soon, because he said it before. Deegan could potentially become the next Tomac. Because if you've seen him ride, Tomac was a very independent, strong rider. And that's how Deegan's riding now. He is riding like to his full potential, keeps getting better and better. I think that Deegan will eventually get better than Jett was, because as you can see, Deegan is super young. Same with Jett, they're both super young, but Deegan's just, he's been insane since he was on Super Minis. If you've seen his channel, like, he has taken hard falls, gotten up, like nothing even happened. And he still does that today. But one thing I want to talk about is how he just never stops. Like, he's always pushing. Until the end, he starts to roll, because as he, like, he had over a 20-second gap at Southwick. He's just been going so fast lately that no one's ever had a chance to get him, so he just slows down at the end and just cruises his way to the finish line. Even the year before in motocross, he was so fast. He like did a wheelie through all these braking bumps at Southwick this one time. He was freaking just rolling at how much of a gap he has now. And I think when it comes to 450 class, it's going to be a whole different story. I think he'll have a very tough competition versus Jett, but I think Jett will have him for at least a couple years. Not saying that Deegan might have him after like a year or so, like a year and a half. I say that he's going to have to keep riding for like 3 years in 450 class to be able to beat Jett. Because Jett is such a fast rider and consistent, and he plays off like consistency in the person in front of him. He's just gonna have to get used to the riding of Jett Lawrence, because he's still got to be better than Hunter Lawrence, Jett Lawrence. He's gonna have to beat Ken Roczen, Justin Barcia, Jason Anderson too. I think Jason Anderson's gonna just take Deegan out for this season, because Deegan's gonna try to take him out, and Jason Anderson's gonna get so mad and just kill him. So I do think that Deegan is going to have to train a lot harder for the 450 seasons. But if you do see some of the videos of Star Racing videos, like wherever they're like training as a whole team, the 450 Star Racing guys also train with them. And Deegan's already almost faster than Tomac is. If not, they're the same. You can see Deegan's already battling with the 450 guys. But you have Cole Davies too. He was out for this whole motocross season because of how bad his crash was with forget the other guy, but he got like slowed down a lot and kind of went to the side, and the guy landed on him. It was crazy. But still, after that, he still got second because of how fast his lap was after he crashed. It was insane. And I think Cole Davies really could have won that over Deegan. Like, he really could have won that. I'm not saying that, like, he couldn't have won it. I think that Deegan would have had, if Deegan did win that race, I do think Cole would have had not even a second gap on Cole. He would have never even left Cole. Like, Cole would have been there. And Cole, it makes me nervous because Deegan's not going to be racing. Cole could be the next Deegan, too. We're talking about Deegan turning into Tomac and Cole Davies turning into Deegan. This is going to be, like, the next generation of fast riders. Like, 450 class is going to have so much hype whenever Cole Davies moves up to it and has to battle Jet, Deegan, Hunter Lawrence, Jason Anderson, Justin Barsha, all combined. 450 class is going to be like the most hyped class in the world. I'm really excited to see that, because once that happens, like, I'm going to be every Saturday, I'm going to be hooked to my TV watching motocross and supercross. And I'm really excited to see how Deegan is on the 450. I'm sure he's ridden one before this, because, like, Star Racing guys, they want to prepare Deegan for 450 season as much as possible. So that's going to be fun to see how good he is on it. Because if I was like the team manager for Star Racing, I would want to be getting Deegan as ready as possible. Because Deegan has already made Star Racing like millions of dollars because of how much championships he's won. And if he keeps winning like he has and getting podiums, like, he's only lost one race to Chance Hymas. Because Chance Hymas was on something that race and just going crazy. I think he's really used to that stuff. It's just where he's from. But, like, Deegan has been just going somewhere, and I think he's going to win this championship too, unless he gets hurt. I think he's going to win this one. And then if Deegan does get hurt, though, that's just going to, whenever he comes back, he's going to come back stronger than ever. It's not really going to play a big role in he's hurt, he's never going to be the same. He's going to be better than ever because he's going to be back for Supercross, and he's going to have all this time to prepare if he does get hurt. I think Deegan's going to go just 1-1-1-1-1 all season, except like that one time he got beat by Chance. He's just going to go 1-1-1 all season until 450s, because I think Deegan's just trying to make it the most out of this, because he's not going to be on 250s after this season. So I'm actually super hyped to see how he rides in 450 class. And another thing I want to talk about is Carson Wood. I don't know if a lot of people know about him, but Carson Wood is really young. And he's already, like, as soon as he got off Super Minis, he was sponsored by Star Racing Omaha. He has already proved his point. He's going to Loretta's right now. He's going to be going to Loretta's. I watched him at regionals, and he was on the rails the whole time. And I would definitely go and watch his channel, Carson Wood. Because he is just something else whenever it comes to racing. Because he should have won a lot more, I feel like, on Super Mini and little bikes. But he's winning a lot more now and not really, like, I guess he wasn't, like, whenever you watched him ride on Super Minis, he was getting beat a lot more than he was now. He's a lot better on big bikes, I feel like. And I feel like because of that, how he was taught to ride, I think since he was taught so good and how to ride in the corners, because you see a lot of Super Mini kids, they rev bomb the crap out of the clutch. Like, they use like 50 clutches per week. And like, they use like 10 per freaking practice days. He was like really fast in his corners, but didn't really have to use his clutch as much as the other guys did. I think since how good he was on Super Minis, not saying that he I'm not saying that he wasn't as good as he was on Super Minis now. I think he transferred so much good riding to the 450 or 250. I don't know what he rides. I think it's a 250. I think he transferred so much to that to his big bike, and because big bikes, you have a lot more engine braking, and they're kind of like big pit bikes if you think about it in a way. Mini bikes in the 4-strokes are super different, and I know no duh Vinny, they're so much horsepower different, but I'm talking about the way they ride, not how much power they have, just in general. The turning, I think, is a lot it's a lot harder, I feel to not fall on that bike. And it's because as of right now, where say Aiden Zinn was, Carson Wood, and Deegan is, they are kind of short people for bigger bikes. They're always going to have to be on rails in the corners if they're going to tip over. I think since how good he was in the turns on his Super Mini for Carson Wood, since it's so much harder to fall over now, and how he knows that he's kind of just short and they're going to fall if they're not going fast in the corners, he's just always railing the corners, and it's so satisfying to just watch them rail the corners because of how good they are in them. But yeah, it's gonna wrap up the conversation for today. I know I didn't talk for the first 20 or 30 minutes of the video because I was just trying to see if anybody would join, but no one did. So I'm just gonna make this an average 1-hour live stream. Tomorrow we're gonna be back on Big Cinemax and trying to see if anybody will join tomorrow too. I think as the days go on this summer, we will be pushing ourselves to the max on this track and other tracks that we're gonna do. We're gonna switch tracks every week. And interesting to see how good we'll be on the other tracks after we get on the progressively harder tracks and tracks not as tight and technical, it's really wide open. So as the days go on, we're going to start pushing ourselves to the limit. I'm going to do an hour live stream wherever we're going to do the max deformation, just make the ruts as big as possible, and if anybody joins, we'll just have fun with them together. But as of today, we have no one joining, so our goals were not met. Same thing tomorrow, we'll get on earlier because it's 1:13 right now. I'm gonna go to bed because tomorrow I'm going to training with my dad. So that'll be fun. So we also have to make a few goals. I know the simple goals are that I'm gonna try to get someone to join the live stream, do a race with somebody, but what if by the end of the summer we have 10 people in the live stream? Getting people to join your live stream is a lot harder than I expected. Because I have been streaming for it in 30 seconds, it will be an hour. I've been streaming for an hour and I have 0 likes, 0 views. This is sad because I wish someone would join. If someone were to join after I do one more heater, one more lap after this, if someone were to join, I would extend the live stream out just a little bit. Do a couple more minutes, I do 30 more minutes. So usually just reach an hour. I really do like to play MX Bikes with people, especially in pub. just been trying to make some friends in the game. Because I really wanted to do this live streaming thing because of how much people play this game with their friends, and I don't really have any friends to play it with. My brother doesn't really like anything to do with dirt bikes. He really doesn't like the idea of them. He just likes soccer and stuff, so he doesn't ever play games with me like this. So, and my stepdad, he likes dirt bikes and he rides them like a lot in his races, but he doesn't really have a PC to play it on, so I'm usually just taking turns with him, but I'd rather be playing in like a game with him, like setting faster lap times for each other. It's still fun, but I just wish we had one. And my mom doesn't ever want to play this game because we have a sister that's only 10 months old. Well, not 10, I think 11 months old, and she can't really eat anything that's hard, and she has a lot of toys and she wants to eat them, so she can't really play with me. And then I don't really have a lot of people to play with, so I would do to just make this live stream to see if anybody would join play with me. So nobody joined today, but this is only the first day, so we're still doing good. It's not like it's the end of the world that no one joined. This is normal. People, whenever they do their first live stream ever, they don't really get any views. But this time we're going to try to set a fast lap. I'll try to set a fast lap. And this track is getting rutted, so you have to take a lot of different lines. And I will say, training in real life, I just got off my 65, like I said. I'm selling it right now, so I'm gonna get a practice 85, which is gonna be so sick. I've always wanted to be like a pro and have two bikes, like a practice bike and a race bike. That'll be sick. Always wanted to have something like that. Really excited to get a practice bike, honestly, but I really wish that my last race on the 65 wasn't like a crash that broke my arm, so I might ride it. No, actually, no, I'm selling it. I shouldn't ride it. I really wish that I had some people that would buy it like now, so I could get my practice bike now, because man, I'm not ending this now. I'm gonna have to do one more lap. I really do wish that someone would just buy it now, because after 3 weeks, I'm gonna be all in the clear, or if I need surgery, which is not gonna be really anything big, because surgery isn't in like something I need right now. Fix my camera. So basically, it didn't say if I need surgery or not, which is probably not going to happen. And basically after that, we're just going to end up riding again. And if I did ride tomorrow, there's a possibility I could ride tomorrow. If the track and the ruts aren't too deep, which I'm good at ruts and the track being rough. I'm not saying I'm terrible at it. No, I'm saying, man, don't take it the wrong way. But because the only reason I'm saying that, if it's not terrible, if the track conditions don't get like super rutted and deep and breaking bumps to the size of my knees, I'll ride. Because the main thing to do with my arm, if you think about it, every jump, every bump, your arms are working as your suspension too, not just your suspension, your arms too. I don't want to push it really too hard Yeah, because of how, like, it's been 4 weeks since I broke my arm. So, it's kind of new, but not at the same time. If I were to go out and ride my dirt bike tomorrow, say I did, and I fell on my arm, like, if I were to tip over in a turn or fell in a rut, say I did that, that could delay the healing process, and I'd have to get surgery by months. I'd be having this till next school year. And I don't want it till next school year, because I really, really hate having a broken arm. Just want to ride again. So basically today, all I did was I put on a whole shot device, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that was the end of this live stream. No one really joined, it was fine. But one last thing I need to talk about. Bye-bye.